Greetings, friends. It's me, Women, and this is the fourth time I tried to do this video. And I'm just going to be honest and tell you why it took me four times to do a seemingly easy video. Well, I had an Easter drink, peach schnapps, uh, one part, vodka, one part, and pineapple, four parts. So then I decided to do a video. Because I wanted to do this video for you all. But I'm afraid I am unable to, because I will not do the subject and the literature for what it's worth. And I respect literature and what I'm about to tell you to a very high degree. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to give you homework, because I tried four times to do this correctly. But I made these comparisons, and I kind of want to get it out there. So I shouldn't be doing this, because this just doesn't do anything justice. It doesn't do you any justice in learning. It doesn't do me any justice in the beauty of this poetry. But I kind of want to talk about this book that I found at the yard sale that I mentioned in the other video, and maybe at a time when it's not a holiday and I didn't have a drink, I might, discuss this. But what I'm going to do is give you all the material to discuss it and to look at, because this is a very beautiful poem. Maybe I could read it, and hopefully I can read it correctly this time. But this is the book, the Penguin Book of Hebrew Verse. It has a lot of Hebrew poets in here, and here is Samuel ha-Nagid. I believe he wrote around 1000 ACE, so in the Common Era, and he contrasts and compares and discusses the shortness of life. And the poem that I was trying to read is Heaven and Earth. I'll post a link to it in the description, and you can do that. In here, he talks about a shepherdess and compares it with an army of the earth, and contrasts it with the army of the earth, looting local granaries to eat, and how short men's lives are, and their fate and doom. They're like earthenware plate, which has been smashed to bits. So if you can, I'll post a link to the material. Then, with shepherding and the idea, also in Homer, shepherding comes up quite a bit in explaining war scenes and different episodes in the Homeric epics of the Iliad and the Odyssey. And they're used a lot, and also in biblical literature it's used a lot. So compare the Iliad Book 5, I believe. It's when Diomedes jumps in and starts slaying the Trojans. He's empowered by Athena to slice and dice. Odysseus is with him. They're on a raid mission at night in the Trojan camp. And so go read that. It talks about a lion jumping into the sheep pen. Very beautiful. And then come back and read the other theme that's in here is the myrtles. Samuel ha-Nagid in this poem, Heaven and Earth, talk about watering the myrtles, a cloud of dew. And I've always liked the imagery of the myrtle trees and of the myrtles. I don't know, for some reason it's just beautiful. I believe it's mentioned 6 or 7 times in biblical literature, especially in Zechariah 1, where there is a beautiful prophecy of those messengers riding to and fro, and the messenger and the horse is standing behind the myrtles. Very beautiful. So I'm unable, and I apologize to my viewers, to, in a good way, discuss this, and maybe I'll be able to do it at a different time. But I've given you the tools to do it, and maybe you can make some of these comparisons and maybe be introduced to some beautiful Hebrew poetry and imagery while you're doing that. So take care, friends, and whew, remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.